Greetings, my fellow servants of the God Emperor. It's the Ash Heritor. Welcome back to Rogue Trader Void Shadows. In the previous episode, we finally faced down the filthy pirate, the elusive Contempt, or, that wasn't the name of the pirate, that was the name of the pirate's ship. And we blasted them into oblivion. First try, definitely didn't die at all. Everything went very smoothly. Definitely. We also, had another evening with Kibella, which turned into a little bit more than an evening with Kibella. Rather unexpectedly. She's very good at putting on masks for any occasion. It's fascinating. I think she's the most interesting character in the party. Makes sense. You do have to pay extra to get her. She is a DLC character, but that's a good sign. If the other NPCs they include in DLCs are going to be as compelling, then sign me up. I already, ordered the season pass, so the next DLC I'll get anyways, which will include an RBT's character, Arbite. RBT's, how the hell do you pronounce that? I've heard it pronounced both ways in, like, official lore, so. Or Arbites as well. Anyways, we're gonna head to the Nameless Star now, and go to Quetza Temer. So, first we're gonna do a quick jump to Langrod's Belt, and then we're gonna drop in here, and hopefully nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna spend my Navigator's Insight, although I can get new Navigator's Insight, so we can chart new routes right now. No new routes, but hey, it's more insight to be gained. And let's drop in here, and there's apparently something going on here. I'll quickly read the quest. I think it has to do with, what's his name? Oh, well, we might get it right here. Yeah, Calligos.
Permission to speak, Lord Captain. The Augur crew has registered activity in the orbit of Quetza Temer, one of the worlds of the Winterscale dynasty. According to the report, the Emperor's Vow, the flagship of the rogue trader Calligos Winterscale, is positioned over the southern hemisphere.
There it is, yeah. Vigdis' report is suddenly interrupted by Idira's anxious voice.
Lord Captain, this is it, right here, so very close. The quiet whispers, they won't stop. They keep buzzing in both my ears, and that my little door is somewhere on this world.
Ooh, okay, so we also have Idira's door to be found on Quetza Temer. Alright. Yeah, I remember what the door is.
Alright, calm down. I need to take care of Winterscale's flagship right now. Of course, Lord Captain. I dare not interrupt you any longer.
After a brief hesitation, Vigdis' voice comes through the hissing of the static once more.
Allow me to repeat, Lord Captain. The Emperor's Vow, the flagship of rogue trader Calligos Winterscale, has been detected in the orbit of Quetza Temer, one of Winterscale's worlds. What are your orders?
What information does our librarian have on the Winterscale flagship? For a while, the Vox broadcasts only the clicking of Vigdis' metallic manipulators.
The Emperor's Vow is a cruiser carrying up to 120,000 crew.
That's a lot.
Length overall, 6,000 meters. Beam, 1,000 meters. Estimated time of service in the Winterscale Dynasty fleet, several millennia.
Yeah.
It is known for a fact that the ship has undergone many modifications, including the replacement of macro weapons for long-range laser batteries and short-range macro batteries. And I'm afraid this is all we know, Lord Captain. Incredibly ancient, incredibly complex, incredibly unpredictable, and extremely demanding when it comes to resources. Had I been one of the highborn, though unofficial rulers of the Expanse, I would definitely have chosen this void ship for myself.
Alright, yep.
The Librarium of House Orselio also held records on the Emperor's Vow, its most famous owner, to be precise, Sebastian Winterscale, a fledgling rogue trader of great promise. It is not known how Sebastian acquired this ship, but Lord Captain Winterscale used it to traverse the Maw and find a new home in the Coronus Expanse.
Hail the Emperor's Vow!
It will be done.
By the grace of the machine spirits, the air gradually fills with discordant noises until the Voxmaster flips the last tumbler on the Cogitator's panel. Ebreg ap Def. Okay.
The Emperor's Vow sends its greetings to the glorious ruler of the Von Valancius dynasty. This is Ebrecht ap Def, His Lordship Calligos is Winterscale's Voxmaster, who has the honor of speaking on behalf of his lord today.
The booming voice fills the ship, startling a few officers on the bridge. However, you feel that Ebreg Ap Def's ostentatiously confident tone is meant to hide his concern. Okay, so he's concerned about something. I guess we'll find out. Maybe that Calligos hasn't returned from his Xenos hunts?
I heard Calligos was hunting Xenos. Where is he now?
I do not wish to offend your ladyship, but I am the most senior officer aboard the Emperor's Vow at the moment. As for the Lord Captain...
Ebreg Ap Def clears his throat, looking for the right words.
You see, the Lord Captain had yet another heated argument with the esteemed Incendia Corda, and he had a very good reason for his displeasure. I dare not discuss his lordship's affairs, but I can divulge that we set out to protect the dynasty's rightful domain from the invasion of the profane Xenos. This is how we arrived here, at Quetza Temer. There is no better hunting ground when you need to cool off your head. I believe the Lord Captain said, we easily crushed the pathetic mockery of a fleet that was laying siege to the unfortunate world. Of course, most of the Xenos fled, but we did reduce a few of their ships to chum for the void beasts.
The Voxmaster laughs cruelly. Okay.
An Eldari fleet. That means there are many more Krugerok survivors than I dared hope.
A secondary Vox channel transmits Irliet's voice, laden with desperation.
Elantok, I must go to this planet, to find them, to try and save them. I will help you find your kin.
Irliet breathes out, almost inaudibly as her shoulders relax.
And I am grateful to you, Elantok.
Something tells me the story does not end here. You see, your ladyship, one of the Eldari ships crashed on Quetza Temer, so the Lord Captain chose to descend and finish off the elusive prey. But he has not been able to find his way out of the local woods for over 30 days now, and this concerns me greatly.
Maybe he's dead.
Anticipating the next question, your ladyship, no, I am confident the Lord Captain is still alive. His body and spirit do not break easily. And besides, he is accompanied by Wharton the Grey, who would sell his soul if that helped keep the Lord Captain out of harm's way.
May Asurion protect his children. We must halt the frenzy of your stellar rival Elantok, or else, by Isha's tears, his subjects will not escape retribution.
I will try to convince Calligos to seek a peaceful resolution to this conflict.
Hurry up, Elantok, before there is nothing left to decide.
How could you not find your master over the course of 30 days? Things are not so simple, your ladyship. The Lord Captain's last contacted me from the landing point currently right under the Vow's belly. We lost about a dozen shuttles and several hundred scouts in the first days of the search, all of whom went down to Quetza Temer and never came back. Our shuttles are relentlessly sweeping the airspace where our people perished. This way we were able to reduce the search area to just a few thousand kilometers. But which still does not change the fact that people in the thicket are disappearing without trace and something is jamming the Vox transmissions.
Was there anyone else with Calligos aside from this Wharton?
A full hunting party consisting of 100 hand-picked enforcers, and his lordship's personal retinue, naturally.
His own squad.
So what do you want from me? A generous favor in return for a generous favor. Find Lord Captain Winterscale on Quetza Temer and bring him back to the Emperor's Vow. I swear by the Golden Throne that I will convince him to side with you in any conflict that occurs in the next 100 years. After all, I am allowed to make deals on the Lord Captain's behalf while he remains unavailable.
All right. That's probably playing our hand a little bit too much.
An excellent way to show Calligos who is the strongest rogue trader in the Expanse. Count me in.
They do say that rising stars burn brighter than the old.
Ebrecht can barely contain a booming chuckle.
The data transfer decree has been signed. My crew will send to you the landing coordinates. The God Emperor's grace shine upon you for many years to come.
Oh, he doesn't even seem to. he took that as kind of a jovial challenge, which also seems like Winterscale's, Winterscale probably would also laugh at that, to be fair. The Voxmaster's thundering voice falls silent, and the machine spirits terminate the connection between the flagships of the two great dynasties. Right, I'm looking forward to this. That's the ancient bunker. We've already been there. Yeah, we don't need to go back in here again. There's nothing here, just some shitty plasteel. 11 adamantium. I don't know if... I might not have an extraction here. Was 11 adamantine? Yeah. I would like to set up an extraction on 11 adamantine. Thanks. Okay, is there anything else we can do with the Emperor's Vow? No. Quetza Temer, then. Alright, let's go. Down into the woods. So, we are obviously bringing Irliet. If we're going to be dealing with Xenos, we should bring Jai. We're not bringing Marazai. I'm not going to bring Argenta, because we might have to make deals with Xenos. I'll bring Idira, naturally. Kibella? Yeah, why don't we bring her along? She's going to side with whatever I do. Heinrichs, Pascal. You know what? Let's bring Abelard. Yeah. Okay, so here we are, a new planet. Exciting. First we will level up. So we have ourselves a new second tier archetype ability. So I could take another psychic power, of course. We have several options. I could take, oh no, I can only take precognition. So this does let you double turn. For 1 AP. That is kind of good, but we might want to look at the stratagems. I think I'm going to take Killzone Stratagem. I like this one quite a bit. It's really nice to use in conjunction with Frontline. And then with her, we will also take more Willpower or Fellowship. Oh, we already got the Fellowship. Well, Willpower it is then. Okay. Kibella. So. Don't need that one. Gift of Torment. Yeah, Gift of Torment's pretty nice. Terrifying Strike forces all enemies to run away from the Executioner straight line for up to 3 cells. During this movement, the targets do not provoke attack of opportunities and leave a bloody trail on the ground. No, I like Gift of Torment. It's a good way to buff Kibella. Right? That's what it does? Yeah. And then we give her more strength. Jai. I mean, Inspire's pretty good. Inspire's very good with how I play her, so we'll give her that. And I think I'm actually going to give her more ballistic skill. I like to have her be able to shoot well. As for Irliet, as a bounty hunter, okay, hot on the trail. Interesting. That involves moving a bit, which she's not really the type to do that. This is pretty good. Until the bounty hunter's next turn, whenever an ally attacks a target marked as prey, this attack deals 10% additional damage and gains half of the bounty hunter's current bonuses to critical chance. That's pretty solid. And, of course, more ballistic skill is always good there. As for Dira, you can give Prophetic Intervention. That's, we'll have 2 people with that. That was a pretty nice ability to have. Yeah, I don't need any of these assassin powers. And then, willpower or perception? Let's go with perception. And Abelard. Provocation? Yeah. This does require him to have, like, a gang squad. Force distraction. Yeah. This is good. And, of course, toughness.
Is there money to be made?
Winterscale shuttle awaits its owner's Winterscale shuttle awaited its owner's return in vain. Yeah. Rusted containers for transporting supplies. Their markings indicate that they're several centuries old. Okay. Attention, Vox broadcasted possible. Error, bleh, 0%. Attention, botanical threat, level Alpha 2, okay.
The dead know nothing, and neither do the ignorant.
Mold, birds, and rodents have ruined these fruits of the local vegetation.
I always keep my options open.
To the forests or to the forests? Because we have two potential options. Let's go here. The shuttle disappears in the wild vegetation of the island. Several hours pass before the rogue trader finally admits that she has been aimlessly wandering around in circles. Any attempts to get back on track by retracing her steps have failed. Vox communications cannot reach the ship. Now it becomes clear how Calligos Winterscale could get lost on his own world. Yeah. Well, here we are. Got a snake, some sort of
Watch your steps.
space rabbit, and of course, traps.
My pleasure.
Oh, hello.
None
Goods.
are better at searching.
AKA a corpse.
Keep your wits about you.
Hello. Just regular-ass bolt pistol. Alright. Further? Is that it? That's all that's here? Let me go back. Why, yes. Lush overgrowth has sprung back in seconds, blocking the trail. Or blocking the way. The trail is gone. Oh, cool.
Keep a sharp eye.
Hello. More traps.
One and it's done.
Some kind of lizard thing.
I always have a backup plan.
I would hope. Well, we can leave through there. Seems like this is it. Well, let's go back up that way. I feel like we're in a maze type of area. So let's try and stick to always going north. After several hours of traversing the forest, a small mountain blocks the way. Something about the pattern of the stone, or on the stone, seems wrong. A few moments later, it becomes clear that there are cogitator parts glinting at the base of the mountain. The machines appear to have grown into the stone itself along with the dirt and grass, with the only proof of their artificial origin being the occasional flashes of lumens powered by some random unknown impulses. A carcass is lying on the flat stone nearby, cut open in sacrifice to an unknown god. Oh, good. Oh, hello. Hi, guys.
Always
Hopefully
keep
we
your
can-
eye on the prize.
Oh, Andriel, Kalainan, and Itrisha, the monkey will pay for your suffering. Suffering, their spirit stones are shattered. Sirtan and she who thirsts have long finished her feast. We will destroy them, every monkey who... Did you hear that?
Juliet, can you talk us out of this one?
Our soul destroyers are back. Cain, fill our hearts with fury.
Relent for Isha's mercy. We are here to help you.
don't belong in this galaxy!
We are called to battle.
Damn it. Juliet's gonna have to kill her own again. And there's a ranger there too. Several of them. Oh shit. Lots of them. Okay. This is an ambush. But I still get to go first. What's my bonus stratagem? Blitz stratagem. That's pretty nice. So we'll put a front line right here.
I'll see to it personally.
And then I'll combat locust that. We'll blitz stratagem
Who if
that.
not me?
I'll kill zone that.
It's as good as done.
And we should be able to move there and deal with the enemy no problem. Let's see here. I think we need to get somebody going there. Unfortunately, our lines are kind of screwed up. Kibella can still get there, though, I think. Or we get Abelard there. I think I'm going to send Abelard.
I'll make it happen.
So he can just move there right now. That's pretty handy.
Follow my lead.
Then you can charge. Actually, if you stand there, you can charge on both of them. Perfect.
At your beck and call. An exemplary strike.
Not bad.
Victory is imminent.
Alright, drop brace for impact. Now, I have 3 actions left. We'll drop a forewarning on Abelard. I think I will then actually drop a foreboding on this squad right here. Because we're probably going to get attacked by a whole lot of people. Okay, nice attack of opportunity there. Nice attack of opportunity there. Oh my god, Abelard is awesome.
So that's what that feeling was about.
Cool. Cyrene's down. That's not good. I can prophetic intervention her, which I'm gonna do.
Will do.
Honestly, I'm gonna move here now. Get into the blitz stratagem. I'm not gonna use one of those abilities. Okay, Kibella's turn. I need to deal with that one. To be sure. So we're gonna go right here. Then I'm going to exsanguinate myself.
The shadows will see it done.
Reckless abandon.
An offering of blood.
And then I think I'm gonna blade dance here.
Let your soul yield to the likes of you.
And then we can cut this one down. She's got a bunch of bleeds on her. So we'll do a where it hurts and then finish. Or get dodged. Okay. That is most unfortunate. Well. I can't do that till there. I could blitz.
I shall not fail.
That is not where I wanted to land. Thank you, game. I wanted to land
Trust
right
me.
here, in the middle. Okay, it's not letting me do it. Now I'm actually sharing a cell. That is, strikes me as a bit of a bug. But let's go with Carnival of Misery. No, other one. Death Waltz.
The undying emperor whispers his will.
So I clicked on this cell like twice, and it moved her into another one. Okay, let's see if we can't get her to take out that one.
You will pay dearly for your actions.
And jump there.
Killing brings
Okay.
me no pleasure.
Glory be. I think I'm going to stay in this area, and then I'm going to drop a Veil of Blades over this way. Okay, either way, we're going to get shot at by one of them, or we could get shot at by one.
Attachment makes us weak.
And I'm down again. Prophetic Intervention. Okay, Warp Blast. Not ideal. Oh boy. Yudhira's going.
Every thread ends in death.
Okay. I could do it again. Yudhira's going wild. Okay. Iliad's turn. Get into cover.
I approach the designated position.
Perfect spot. So I'm going to put a prey on... we do need to take out these rangers, to be fair, but I think I'm going to take this one out first.
If I must.
So we'll put a hunt down the prey right there. We can claim the bounty.
If it serves your
But
cause.
let's actually do analyze enemies. We should put more prey, actually. So I'll put a prey on the Eldari Ranger there. It doesn't so much matter which ones we throw it onto at this point, so we'll put it onto these two. And then we can get going here. So I could take this one out completely.
If it serves your cause.
Oh, it lived. That sucks. Well, then we'll claim the bounty, and that should kill him.
If I must. Another soul slips
All right.
beyond the veil.
And we can attack again.
This
Let's drop a Call the Bold before we do it. And then I'm going to try and take this one out. No, it's not going to happen. Eldari Ranger? Yeah.
I am not your Xenos.
Okay, that was good damage. Alright, she's going to stay right there. Abelard's turn. Well, well, well. So, I think what I'm going to do is move right here. And we're just going to go full-on defense. Wall of Rockcrete. Can I taunt further? I cannot. So we can do a forced distraction. No, it's also not going to help.
Indeed.
And I'll endure.
I will do my duty.
Bulwark. Defensive stance. I mean, I may as well. It's going to force that one to come in at him. None of this really matters. We'll put that there. Okay. Hopefully they shoot at Abelard.
Such is their will.
Okay. Cyrene's down again.
On it.
Their fragility has been exposed.
But of course.
This is getting a little risky. At any moment, something's gonna happen to Idira, but I'm gonna keep trying. That one's on fire.
Looks like I'll need more.
Okay, Jai's injured, but okay. Yeah, our situation here is a little bit grim.
Anything else?
Let's get some specs going there. What else do I want to do? We could warp scream that one. It's already got a an exploit there. Hold on. We could warp scream this one to death. Let's do that. One down. I would like to give a forewarning to Cyrene. Let's do a sensory deprivation there. I'm spamming my psychic powers. This is risky. And I'll throw a foreboding right here.
Don't you dare leave us now.
Okay, there she goes. Unfortunate. Oh, hi. You weren't there a moment ago. Let's have Jai run up to the bloodletter. I know this is a bad idea, but I'm going into the kill zone. Or the front line. Trust me. Trust me, bro. It's gonna be fine. So, I think I want to buff up Abelard.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
We can linchpin Abelard.
And it is done.
So we're getting all kinds of stuff on Abelard right now. And, what else? I think we're gonna just give Abelard full turn. Okay, we can't. She's already, or he's already got that from, we can't do it on him. That sucks. Okay, that, kind of screws my plan.
Am I getting paid for this?
And we'll do this to, Kibella here.
I can do that.
Give Kibella a turn. So, Kibella can attack the bloodletter. Doesn't have any, damage on him. Okay.
The shadows will
We'll drop a
see it
captive
done.
audience. And, then we'll slash it.
Caught by the
That
web.
is a lot of fucking damage. We could hit it again. But I think I'm going to Veil of Blades another time. Would like to be able to parry these attacks. Okay.
Death
And
is a
Bloodletter
blessing.
died. Alright, cool. Well then. You can medkit?
I owe you a debt.
Oh yeah, she has an item that gives her like a medkit. Forgot about that. And Onslaught. We don't really need to do that. Okay, Cyrene is alive. What a shocker. We need to move the front line. So we're gonna throw that Actually, I think we're gonna start spamming a bit of backline action. Press R to rotate. Oh! I don't believe it. Okay. It's not the most ideal.
Who, if not me?
Because Jai is unfortunately still standing there. And I can't dismiss stratagems that are already there. So I'm going to bring Irliet up as soon as I can. Okay. Jai will get forewarning. Who's going to go next? Let's actually give Jai a turn. Actually, I should have given Irliet a turn, but whatever. So Jai's going to run here, I think, actually.
I know what I'm doing, usually.
And then you can have her start shooting at one of these rangers here. Or we can put some more Air of Authority and linchpin stuff going on. I don't know. We could have her... No, we can't. Okay. Fine. 57%.
You've got a problem, Jai Hedari.
Will do.
Remember the name.
Heal my wounds.
Not perfect, but it's something. I got an action. I could shoot that one too. Not likely going to be of much use. Is anybody here on fire? You're... Got something going. This will remove bleeding. Get back into the fight. Well, I could drop perfect timing. Okay. Oh my god.
Exemplary.
Abelard. Alright. Well, we got one up here. I think I should get rid of that one. So I'll run all the way around. Because Kibella is fast.
I cannot serve you
I'll
in this
return
way.
this favor
Caught by the
tenfold.
web. Let your soul be
God! Okay.
Isha.
Dead. Very nice.
I shall not
Run
fail.
back. Acrobatic artistry. Okay. So we can dance macabre up here.
Trust me,
And we can dance macabre right on over here.
as honor ordains. Trust caught by the web.
I'll return
Then we
this
can
favor tenfold.
jump right over here. Nice. Okay. And then we can just jump here and finish this one
Shadows
off.
will see it done. Killing
Another one down.
brings me no pleasure.
Fantastic. Yeah. Blade dance.
Aim for the heart next time.
Missed.
We all walk our
Scrub.
own path.
Don't you die on me now.
Okay. I take everything back. Oh no, this is
If not me.
not Cyrene dying
Stop
for once.
hitting me, Ashmouth.
Sorry. Okay, there's no more warp stuff going on.
I'll make
Yep.
it happen.
Inquisitor Signet. That was pretty handy. Let's put the front line right. There.
On it.
Okay. Irliet. I know I said I was gonna move her, but actually I think she's fine where she is. So, unless I want to move her to, like, really the edge here, but she could get some extra penetration by being right there, but then she's not going to be in cover. But that's okay.
designate a target.
We're going to give it a try. It's a bit risky. Would you call the bold? Piercing shot. Yeah. Like that.
Hear you moving.
Second
no
target
more.
down.
I understand your intent.
Okay. Almost dead. It's looking good. We do a dismantling attack. Just finish that one. Can't dismantle that. Let's wait. Alright, Abelard. What you gonna do? Abelard could run this way. Could charge that one.
My place is at the fort.
That'll do it.
One fewer target.
Alright.
At your beck and call. It will be done.
Okay, and we'll drop a wall of rockcrete. And a defensive stance. And, don't think there's much use in trying the other thing. Yeah. We can't reach that one with the, Taunting Scream, sadly, so that'll be that there. Jai. Can't shoot that one. Jai could go over this way. There's no cover there, though. Thought it would be cover, but apparently not.
Don't get too cocky.
Okay. So, let's just go all in with the buffs on Irliat. So Irliat's gonna finish this fight. So first thing I want to do is drop move on her. Just going to let her reposition. We're not going to get her into cover, but do you have line of sight there? You do, but you're not going to be able to get buffs from Jai. So you're going to come in here.
Move as if unseen.
Okay. Now, Jai is going to cover that. So. Let's reduce the cover efficiency of this target and blast him.
No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Good. Now, where are you going?
The Undying One favors you.
God damn it,
Accept
again.
his gift.
I'll leave it. Jai's down.
I refuse.
Okay.
It's
Prescience
as good as
Irliat.
done.
Give her some extra perception. We'll move the front line to there. I'll kill zone. Actually, yeah. Do combat locus up there. Then I will drop the kill zone stratagem right here.
Personally.
Yeah, because there's no other stratagem right here anymore.
I'll make it happen.
Alright. Give her a turn.
If I must.
Missed. Well, Kibella's gonna deal with that one.
I am your blade and shield. Trust me.
Heal my wounds.
I shall let yours.
Alright. Damn, Kibella's really good. Okay. Well, we definitely took some damage. Those the Eldari Rangers on the snipe there is pretty, or on the ambush is pretty gnarly. Guardian long rifles. Okay. We'll always add these to cargo. I will keep one.
Blood is my life. Death is my duty.
So how are these in comparison to Irliat's gun? We'll have a quick look. And this armor is just Eldar Sentry armor. I'll quickly check. Yeah. Decidedly better. In here? I have Hackathon seems better. Don't think we need this. Add to cargo. And there's these goods down here. Okay. Interesting. Flash and modified crack grenade. That's a lot of fucking damage.
The web beckons.
Okay, so she's got a crippled leg. Jai has also plenty of injuries. So there are some trauma kits here that we can use. That removes 1 trauma. Actually going to have...
I am your shadow.
Let's remove them from
I will mend the thread between
Jai.
body and soul.
Guess I'm still alive.
Your time has not yet come.
Oh, thank you, Cyrene.
Did you just call Kibella Cyrene? I thought I was Cyrene.
I will mend the thread between body and soul.
Okay, and then we'll
Guess
do
I'm still alive.
Your time has not yet come.
I won't
some of these
forget
on
this.
So I have ballistic skill penalty. Yeah, the willpower one I would like to get rid of. The other one, yeah, that's also -1 action point. I would like to get rid of that one too. The rest of it, I don't mind. Same with the Adira injury. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. Just removes a trauma.
I will mend the thread between body and soul.
Damn it.
I'll make sure to return the favor one
There
day.
is life in you yet. Use
All
it
right, good.
wisely.
I owe you a debt.
That's the action point 1. I need that. I need that gone. Okay.
I will mend the thread between body and soul.
I'll
This
make sure to
that's
return
just
the
movement
favor one
points
day.
halved and -20 agility. I can live with that on Adira. So,
Rise
that was
to the top, or get left in the dust.
that was a fight. Keep going north. The forest is alive with the constant rustling of thick leaves and creaking of wood. It is as if the trees themselves are walking around like lumbering, looming people. But surely, it is just a trick of the eye. Plants cannot walk, can they? They did say that there was a, was it flora? Threat level? Alpha? Maybe it was fauna, and I just remembered it wrong. Reminds me of the forest of...
Our last duel was your final lesson. The wounds you left are your parting gift. I will treasure them until the undying Emperor summons me.
The old man went out knee-deep in blood and trying to kill the person dearest to him. I thought only deranged psychers died this way, but here we are.
Let us not dawdle.
Do you see that?
I sure do. I like how Jai has the highest lore Xenos in the party.
Whispers told me a secret.
Even though, you know, we have Irliet.
My pleasure.
Okay, we can't go north. When we can't go north, we will go west. It's all these broken husks of Lehman Russes lying around. Something happened here. I don't think that was Winterscale's stuff. I mean, at least not the stuff he recently brought, I assume. I reckon you're not going out hunting with, like, a tank battalion. Then again, it's 40k, so maybe you are going out hunting with the tank battalion. I wouldn't put it past Calligos either. But maybe there was some engagement that happened there of old. It was one of Calligos Winterscale's planets, so it's not impossible. Press any key to continue. All right, there we go. This looks
I always keep my options
promising,
open.
maybe. Dweller of the Forest. Okay. Hi, are you guys friendly? The forest dwellers welcome the Sky Herald. The forest is our home, but the forest is angry. Speak with gods will appease the forest, and we will live as we did before. Alright, so we have some primitives.
The Starborn descended on the eagle god's wings of fire to help us.
Okay. Go this way first.
I always have a backup plan.
Hello. What's going on here? A group of lean young people surrounds you, shooting anxious glances between you and the gray-headed elder who has stepped forward. Unlike the rest, her skin is completely free of decoration, save for the two-headed eagle branded on her wrinkled forehead.
Speaks with gods foresaw our meeting, Starborn.
The woman's accent grates on your ears. Her words sound like a fusion of High Gothic and the most vulgar tongue of the rabble.
Welcome to the heart of the forest, where Leads Ahead and her tribe have dwelt ever since the rule of Quetza Temer himself. This ruler has ordered her tribe to prepare a feast and warm shelter for our Starborn guests. Please make yourselves at home. Food and shelter? Jai's eyes light up. So long as our worn-out boots and sodden cape, Cyrene. So long to our worn-out boots and sodden cape, Cyrene. My homeworld has a wise rule. Never dismiss the hospitality of those who consider you their overlord. Who are you? We are the children of the fiery mother and the pale father who look after us day and guard us by night. The faithful servants of the two-headed eagle god who shields our lands from the misfortune with his wings. We are the ungone forest-dwelling children of the earth and the guardians of the temple of Quetza Temer, the first Starborn to have ever set foot on the virgin soil of this land. Okay, so Quetza Temer was a person. The eagle god, you say? Is it his brand that is burned on your forehead? Oh yes. The elder nods respectfully. And many seasons have changed since this ruler received the eagle god's blessing and became the leader of this tribe. Only those close to the gods are allowed to bear their brands, and this ruler is one of them. So, obviously they're leading us to think that this is some, like, stray imperial cult that's been isolated for way too long. However, there is another two-headed avian entity that we need to keep in mind. This could be a cult worshipping Kairos Fate Weaver, unknowingly. There's all kinds of Zinchian stuff going on in this game anyway, so I wouldn't put it past them. I thought that Quetza Temer was the name of this place, but you speak of it as if it was a figure from the past. The legends of this place claim that a long time ago, the first among the Starborn descended upon this world, together with this ruler's ancestors, created the ancient cities and temples, and brought the blessing of the Eagle God onto these forests and lands. The fast-flowing time has erased the Starborn's name from the minds of the people. Only his title remains, Quetza Temer, the first of the chosen, the Sky Herald of the Eagle God, and the father of tribes. In Quetza, I'm led to also think like Quetzalcoatl, you know, the feathered serpent. You know, it's also bird-like a bit. I mean, it's probably not. It might just be like a linguistical reference to that. Why do you call me Starborn? Because you are the Sky Herald of the Eagle God, created by him from the star's glow and the night sky's darkness. The one who carries his seal in your image, clad in the armor of our ancestors' most ancient prophecies. Okay. Was my coming here foretold? Like you've never heard that one before, Lord Captain. Yeah. Oh yes, Speaks with Gods is the priest of this tribe, and this ruler's half-brother. He listens to the forest and calls to the earth, wards off the punishing lashes of the skies, and speaks to the Eagle God on behalf of our tribe. Before disappearing in the wandering forest, he told this ruler to prepare for your arrival. What else did Speaks with Gods predict? The elder's gaze darkens. Quetza Temer is enraged by the invasion of the spirits from the darkness that have called a rain of fire and metal upon this world. He demands blood. The blood shall sate the soil, no matter the path chosen by the gods who have come to right the wrong. Okay, rain of fire and metal. That could be the Eldari ships that have been falling down to the earth after being destroyed by Calligos. And the wrath, of course, could be the Eldari themselves. I reckon the Eldari would massacre these people if they found them. The spirits from the darkness. So that is how the Monkey of this world see my kin, as invaders, a calamity. Iliad lets out a strained sigh, but these Monkey have neither teeth nor claws. They are not even aware of the most basic technologies that your kind uses, so then why do my kin burn their world so fiercely?
The Elder recoils in fear after making out Irliet's true face with her half-blind eyes.
The Starborn will be accompanied by a spirit to put an end to the misfortunes of this world. Thus spoke the priest. Seeing a spirit among the living is wrong. Spirits should stay in the spirit realm and humans in the realm of the living. If only you knew, my honorable Damar, how I agree with your every word.
Jai casts a knowing glance at Irliet, but says nothing more.
You think that several gods have set foot on Quetza Temer? This ruler has already had the honor to greet a Starborn, as strong as a saber-toothed boar, as nimble as a forest jaguar, and as wise as three-tongued guardian snake. Like a whirlwind, he charged into Quetza Temer's forest, chasing the spirits from the darkness that had descended upon the world 3 10-day moons before. The Starborn had lost his priest in battle, so he ordered this ruler's brother to help him trace the spirits' footsteps and cleanse Quetza Temer of their filth. But when Speaks with Gods left his home, something enraged the forest. Thus, both the Starborn and this ruler's brother were trapped by the ever-changing paths and lurking evil spirits.
Okay, so Calligos took Speaks with Gods.
The powers of my kin may have disturbed the wild flora of this world, which then concealed the remnants of the children of Kruderak from the wrath of your rival. That means that they are somewhere in the forest, surviving, hiding, preying on one another. Do you know where your brother and the other Starborn are now?
The woman shakes her head.
The Eagle God Sky Herald wanted to find the den of the spirits from the darkness and destroy it. But the forest of Quetza Temer is endless, or is as endless as the skies above. Where the sky touches the forest's edge, the Deadlands begin, the realm where the dead whence, or the realm of the dead whence there is no return.
Okay.
Something's calling. It's calling and calling.
Idira covers her ears with her palms and forces her eyes shut.
There, in the place of no return, sits the shadow of one who is both alive and dead at once. The voices are calling me there, calling so desperately, but why? Why?
The Elder looks at Idira with genuine reverence, nodding slightly after every word, her mouth half open.
This ruler's brother did warn that the priestess from the stars would descend upon this ruler's land in her search for answers. Just as he said, she would wish to head down the path of death to find reincarnation. How did you even survive in these forests? Speaks with Gods hears the whispers of the leaves and can commune with the tree spirits. The entire tribe participates in these soothing rituals, and that allows this ruler and her people to tread on safe paths. And how exactly do we conduct the soothing ritual? The ritual requires the sight imbued with the powers of Quetza Temer, the heart of our village, and a priest to perform it. Alas, the fire rain claimed many of this ruler's priests, and thus this ruler's tribe can only pray for the mercy of the Eagle God and his Skyborn, or his Starborn Sky Heralds. Don't look at me, Lord Captain. I don't know the first thing about this priestly groxwash. It doesn't take a diviner to realize that I'd fried my brains if I tried to mess with some weird ritual. And that's if we were lucky. If we weren't so lucky, I'd end up frying everyone else's brains. Doesn't sound too promising, does it?
No, not really.
Nevertheless, this ruler knows that you will bring Speaks with Gods home and soothe the forests of Quetza Temer. The prophecies of the priests have never betrayed our tribe before, and thus this ruler asks you to forget about your worries and rest here, in the heart of the forest. And I wish to rest. It is an honor for this ruler's tribe to serve you, O Starborn. Follow the path of lights. You will find your shelter, food, and water. When you decide that it is time to follow the priest and your Starborn kin, this tribe will pray to the Eagle God himself for your success.
Alright. Interesting. Well, we've got some goods here. Let's rob these people.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
And it's all this tech stuff. They don't know what to do with it anyways. Rations? They don't need those. We need them more. Wires braided with vines run throughout the inside of this cogitator. Its wooden components somehow support its rusted gears and prevent the mechanism from shutting down completely.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
You could go even further in here. Then there was up here as well. Could check that. It's a big area, actually. Some goods.
Let us not dawdle.
Kind of pretty. The water. I mean, I guess it's still a bit of a death world. But these people seem to be doing quite alright here. At the very least, there's plenty of things for them to hunt. Probably more to forage as well. A monograph by Carl Emanuel Cerubian Doe on the culture of the Imperium's far worlds, the children of Quetza Temer, Chronicles. An analysis of the canvases made of wood, bast fiber, showed the chronicle that has been recorded for at least 500 years. The older chronicles tell of a bleak historical period of the tribe's decline due to an unknown virus. The symbols on the canvas resemble High Gothic letters, but the inhabitants do not know the origin of their meaning, claiming that the sacred knowledge was bestowed upon them by Quetza Temer himself. This character, revered as a god, obviously originates from the Imperium that we know. His exact name either lost or adapted in accordance to local phonetics. The only other sacred symbol the tribe reveres is the Aquila, the two-headed eagle god. A group of the most interesting canvases depicted tragic yet heroic deeds was confiscated and taken on board for further investigation. Many of the words were made up from scrambled Gothic symbols were easy to decipher, such as banished, sacrifice, valley, or land/lands, as well as death, incomprehensible, and merciful. This part most likely talks about some sort of sacrificial pilgrimage. A priest has confirmed my theory. Any tribesmen who have committed an offense can atone by sacrificium, a journey to the Deadlands full of unknown deaths. The adepts that I have sent to investigate the Deadlands have not returned yet. End of log. Yeah, they probably won't return either. The cargo.
I always keep my options open.
Is this the path of lights? Possibly. Lush undergrowth has sprung back up in seconds, blocking the trail. I can't go any farther. Alright. Then up here. Oh, more goods. Then out this way. Yeah, that looks like the light. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
But I can't go that way. This leads ahead. Hold on, maybe we need to talk to leads ahead again? You hear the elder whisper some sort of prayer as you approach.
Shelter your hood from under your wing, from the spirits of the darkness. O eagle god, dispel the darkness and show us the way of our arduous path, and bless your starborn scions.
Okay, tell me about Speaks with Gods.
Speaks with Gods is the priest of this tribe and this ruler's half-brother. He listens to the forest and calls to the earth, wards off the punishing lashes of the sky.
Okay, we have already read this. Okay, enough questions.
Is there money to be made?
Maybe this way? No. Not interactable. Neither is this stuff. Is it not? No. So it's just here. This is also an edge. Seems like the only way out is to, walk out that way.
Rise to the top, or get left in
Surely
the
there
dust.
was, like, a place to rest. Somewhere. Maybe we just need to keep going. In the shade of the tallest trees in this area of the forest, the rogue trader spots mushrooms that come up as high as her waist. Strands of sponge-like tissue hang from under their pale lilac caps, almost reaching the ground. As soon as the rogue trader approaches one of the mushrooms, the strands draw in, the caps roll up, and the mushroom spews out a cloud of reddish spores, Perhaps it would be wider to give this place a wide... Or perhaps it would be wiser to give this place a wide berth. Yeah. Perhaps. A lot of dead people here.
Keep your wits about you.
So, the Lord Captain is indulging the spinners now? Is she going to start cutting people left and right because the Undying One gave her a sign?
Oh, by the Holy Throne. I hope not. This dynasty is enough of a mess as it is.
The bodies of the Eldari have been hacked to pieces with extreme brutality. The wounds indicate it was done by a power weapon of some kind. The soil under the bodies has turned a rusty brown from the gore.
Gracious Isha.
Damn it.
Only a true monster is capable of such an atrocity.
Yeah.
I always keep my options open.
No way out this way, right? None indeed. And we go this way. Yeah, I'm not really sure where we were supposed to rest. I said follow a path of lights, but there was no other way out. That was basically the full extent of the map, so... Maybe we'll find another place to rest. Although I don't understand why we couldn't rest here. At the place, you know, at that little village. The rich flora of the forest at times staggers the imagination. Among the trees covered in ivy and moss, the rogue trader notices a spiraling pattern of small white lumps on one of the tree trunks. Someone has cut the bark, causing a milky sap to flow down the undamaged parts of the tree, harden from the heat, and turn into uneven rubbery cocoons.
Hey, what's that?
One and it's done.
Oops. Did something explode? Oh, we turned something off.
Do you see that?
Yeah. Decayed Drukhari remains rest amidst the forest of Quetza Temer along with this world's sorrowful past. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Drukhari as well. That's probably going to lead us across. Yeah, so we can go there, but let's go this way first. Oh, this looks interesting. The vicinity of the carefully erected place of worship is quiet and peaceful.
This thing here has a weird energy to it. Like it's singing a lullaby. Can you hear it? You can't. Even my voices have fallen asleep.
Oh, sorry,
Let
that was
us not
Idira.
dawdle.
Okay, so that's just going to lead us out. Let's go this way first. Yeah. Let's take the secret path. Yeah, is that a door? No, Idira would have said something. Quite a few hours pass before something worth noticing finally shows up amid the dense forest. A pile of charred human bones lying in a shallow pit, and in front of it, like a standing stone, a broken fire cultivator with melted nozzles is stuck in the ground. Other corpses can be seen in the grass nearby, just as old and charred, but distinctly non-human. Scattered alongside those are Xenos weapons covered in dirt. Some of the weaponry appear to be in working order, so it's possible to get some use out of it. Okay? Assortment of, yeah, that stuff. Drukhari, Shatter Shard, and a crappy splinter pistol. Alright.
I always have a backup plan.
Well. Judging by the traces of blood, the Xenos attacked the camp from high orbit. Attacked the camp from high ground, reluctant to get too close. Okay. The markings of the containers date back about 500 Terran years. Inside are decayed remains and unusable equipment. Okay. We can pick this lock.
And done.
Grab that. What's this? Tempestus Carapace Elite Backpack. Okay. When the wearer's weapon has a base rate of fire or strike count equal to from 2 to 4, that parameter is increased by +1. If it is a ranged weapon, its recoil is doubled. Okay. While the wearer has a weapon of 5 or more base rate of fire or strike count, hit chance from the wearer's burst attacks is increased by 18%. If it is a ranged weapon, the recoil is negated. Okay. That's really cool. Grants immunity to fire damage and bleeding. That's also nice. That would be good on Argenta, actually. That would be really good on Argenta. I don't think there's anyone here that could benefit from it. No, no one. I mean, sure, she does have some rapid-fire pistols, but... I believe the weapons she currently has, or the... Oh, why does this one do more damage? Venomous. Okay, it's a different weapon. And overall, just a better weapon. Hold on. Maybe I need to give her the, one of these other blast pistols. This one's better. Yeah. Ditch this one. We'll keep the blast pistol there.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Alright, continue. This is a very different... Oh, hello. Hi, guys. Oh, hello. That's Winterscale. And he's got a slith. Why do you have a slith? I mean, that's cool. I was talking about how I wanted a slith companion. I'd love a slith companion. Holy shit. What do you have? You have a tech priest, of course, with a multi-melta, a navigator. I guess that's your Psyker. Very interesting looking Psyker. That's Wharton. And then, yeah, a Xenos.
Don't sheath your axe yet, my lord. More game rear their heads, eager to lose them.
The mountain of muscle next to the laughing rogue trader menacingly rolls his shoulders. You recognize the hulking man as Wharton the Grey, arch-militant Calligos Winterscale, who accompanied his master to your magna accessio. Calligos briskly turns on his heel. The blade of his power axe shines threateningly in the sun, covered in fresh blood. Upon seeing you, he breaks into a bloodthirsty grin.
You repeat yourself, Xenos scum! Do you really believe that I will fall for your tricks twice?
Oh, he thinks we're Xenos. Oh, that's Speaks with Gods, of course.
O Starborn, graciously allow this priest to speak. The one before you is not...
Silence!
Calligos barks at the old man, his eyes blinded by blood and rage. That's not good.
I did not feed you to the forest beasts for one reason or another, only to... You may still be of some use. If you do not want to die with these Xenos, shut your mouth.
Lord Calligos must have lost his mind. Why else would he mistake the Lord Captain for an enemy of humanity?
Abelard lays a hand on his weapon apprehensively.
In the name of the God Emperor Calligos Winterscale, do not make me kill you.
Calligos shudders from your words as if from the taste of sour wine.
I suppose no Xenos would be desperate enough to feign devotion to the Imperial Creed.
Calligos looks you up and down, and recognition dawns on his face.
Is that you, new blood? Fancy meeting you here. What in the void are you doing on my world, and in such company? I'm here to resolve your conflict with the Eldari with as little violence as possible. Then you're already late, Cyrene von Valancius. As you can see, the hunt has already begun, and this time it's not even my doing. The prey came to fill my hunting grounds by itself, so how could I resist?
Calligos laughs without a shred of restraint.
You know, your ladyship von Valancius, why don't you join in the revelry? I'm not greedy. This world has plenty enough trophies for the both of us.
Let's assess his condition. Unsurprisingly, at your first meeting, Calligos Winterscale appeared before you in a more favorable light. However, under the layer of dried blood and dirt, you notice a strange detail. The rogue trader appears neither wounded nor exhausted. Having spent a good 30 nights in the forest of Quetza Temer, Winterscale has merely swapped his dazzling smile for a feral grin, and drenched himself in the blood of enemies. Let's inspect his retinue. Speaks with Gods looks on with trusting violet eyes, and you notice silvery sparks glimmering within. His thin, wounded body shivers from the slightest gust of wind, yet you can sense
still sense the power contained in his elderly frame. He nods meekly and gives you the same simple, genuine smile as his sister from the tribe. Okay, Magos Gilenia Zeta. A panicked binaric trill escapes from under the tech priest's hood when one of her mechadendrites goes limp, sparking in multiple places at once. The servant of the Omnissiah gently picks it up and wields her combi tool until the manipulator starts moving again. Alright, so this one's fucked up. The tall navigator in ragged clothes of silk and silver proudly wears the coat of arms of House Cassini. Half of his face is ruined by a fresh scar left by acid. Cyrene von Valancius, the navigator nods politely. Though he tries to hide it, his voice is filled with pain and suffering. Trevor Cassini. Mercenary Slith. The Slith mercenary looks around viciously, frantically clutching their weapon. Their body is peppered with wounds, both old and new. Some rotting and some almost healed. Their yellow pupils narrow when you lock eyes, but the Xenos quickly loses interest. Wharton the Grey has not changed much since your last meeting. Still, the same brute of a man with bloodshot eyes and a dull expression on his face. However, unlike Calligos' other servants, the Arch-Militant does not look exhausted, and neither does Calligos. Both are filled with rage and a thirst for battle, as if the hunt had only just begun. Interesting. I should like to ask a few questions about your presence on Quetza Temer.
Really? And I should like the tenderest sea serpent steak in a bottle of Calixian Amasec. What misery! For 10 moons I have already forced to subsist on grass, roots, and insect larvae.
Calligos growls restlessly.
Save your questions for later, Cyrene. I'm not talkative when hungry. Let's find our way to the old man's village, and then I'll give you your audience.
The old man guiltily lowers his head. The forest home of this priest and his people have always been full of wisdom and life. But the fire rain called by the outsiders from the darkness, one great moon and one small moon ago, angered the forest spirits. This priest must find his way home to the heart of Quetza Temer and perform the soothing ritual alongside his tribe. When he does, the spirits will suffer and twist the trails. Or until he does, the spirits will suffer and twist the trails. Until he does, the Starborn will not be able to return to the stars. And the first order of business is to return the priest to the heart of the forest and calm its rage.
Well, what are you waiting for, new blood? I wandered these forests for 30 nights and did not find a way to the old Twigs village. We'll see if you bring us better luck. Move out!
Alright.
Rise to the top.
Winterscale.
Or get left in the dust.
That's cool.
The whispers told me a secret.
Okay. Medicae.
Just as I was
Fruit
told.
gatherers' bodies have been savaged and gnawed on by local wildlife. They were likely prevented from leaving the area by the moving forest. That sucks. What do we have here? Bayonet chain knife. When the wearer attacks a target with any ranged weapon in a 1-cell range, the attack inflicts bleeding 10. The target also suffers plus 25% critical damage to all attacks made against it. Okay. Which sounds like it might be good on Ulfar. The sweetest smell of decomposition comes from the woven baskets. For whatever reason, the fruit was left to rot under the scorching sun. Fruit and tree sap used to be harvested in this clearing, but now the branches are weighed down by overripe
I always keep my options open.
Okay, that's the navigator making the weird distortions, right? Alright, only one way out? One way out. We'll go up this way. The trek among the monotonous forest landscapes is becoming dull. The rogue trader's weary eyes are ready to close on their own accord when the unusual sounds of the forest are interrupted by a blood-curdling scream. The cries are drawing closer and closer, and their source finally appears. A small creature with slick black fur and a long tail. As if mocking the rogue trader, it lets out another piercing cry and scurries away, its yellow hind paws winking between the tree branches. Okay, the putrid stench of decaying flesh comes from the enforcers' bodies that have not yet been torn apart by local wildlife.
Let us not dawdle.
This is where we were before, right? No, it's totally different. It's like I don't think it matters which direction we choose. The forest is just going to bring us somewhere.
The ancestors speak of stars long forgotten and worlds long gone. What a shame that you lack the capacity to understand even a single note.
Calligos Winterscale set up camp amidst the remains of an ancient military encampment.
I have learned much in my exile.
The body of... Damn it. They really could do this a little better. Okay, can we... This sucks. I can't really access that. Maybe we can... Yeah, there we go. Never mind. The body of House Winterscale's seneschal has been picked clean by wild beasts, but the marks on his spine and split skull suggest the man was sliced in two by a power weapon. Okay. Calligos has a power axe, right?
That's Calligos Winterscale's seneschal, Erdrig van Torsten. By the God Emperor, he was sliced in two by a single blow.
So did Calligos kill him? Possible. He seems like the type that would kill his own followers if they failed him or pissed him off.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay, we did encounter this encampment. But where'd Winterscale go? Alright. The rich flora of the forest at times staggers the imagination. Yeah, we already saw that.
I sense something nearby.
The traps have been reset, interestingly enough. This is also a different location.
A job for me.
Time-worn Imperium breastplates and chainswords gleam amidst the mummified
Keep
remains.
your wits about you.
Watch your steps.
Experience.
Okay.
Nothing matters more.
Oh, wow. What happened here? A tattooed mummy lies in a ceremonial pose, dressed in a bizarre fur attire with an aquila burned into its forehead. So that's one of the tribesmen.
Just as he ordained.
The unknown captain's body has been preserved thanks to the properties of the local troposphere. Traces of inky secretions are visible on his skin, evidence of poisoning by a rare Drukhari toxin. Okay. Stupor. $30 to 45 damage. Whenever a deadeye shot from this weapon deals critical damage, the target becomes stunned for 1 round. That's pretty good. Additional hit chance, 25. Yeah, I'll take that. It's a good long rifle. Is it better than the one I currently have? The Mazoa sniper? I think it is. So I might equip this one. Yeah. So it just looks nice. So let's put this one away. I think we can ditch the Archaeotech lasgun. Don't think anyone's going to use that. I still need a staff of some kind as my backup weapon, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get one. I think I can ditch the 2 pistols. They're a bit outdated. Actually, this is a force sword. I may as well equip that for now. Yeah. I'm just checking to make sure Abelard has something good equipped. I mean, that is good. Are these swords even better? They are. Like for the two-handed power blade. Or Whispering Mercy. I don't know. I think just for the thematic purposes, we'll leave him with the weapons that he currently has. Yeah, and these ones don't really need anything new. Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Hey, what's that? One and it's done.
What's going on here? Someone repurposed old containers to build a ceremonial tomb. The remains of Imperium soldiers were placed inside a long time after their death. Disable that.
My pleasure.
More goods here. New cape. Archmilitant's cape. Each of the wearer's critical hits made with a ranged weapon increases their melee weapon critical chance by their strength bonus until the end of combat. Well, that's going to Ulfar. 100%
Is there
going
money
to
to be made?
That wouldn't be bad on Marzai either, to be fair. Okay, so we could go this way or that way. Well, I already clicked that, so I guess we're going this way. Back to here, huh? And now this is closed off. Shit. This place is a maze. Aha! We've made our way back. Okay. It seems like it's just a bit random.
Let us not dawdle.
Okay, let's see what happens. If I have to fight Calligos, I will do it.
Everything happens just as Speaks with Gods foresaw. The Starborn are back, and with them are...
Enough of your bleating, old hag. I already told you your speech offends me. It makes me want to cut out your tongue.
Calligos waves the woman away and turns his flinty gaze on Speaks with Gods.
I am sick and tired of aimlessly trudging through the woods, old man. I am a hunter, and without a quarry, I turn into quite the beast.
Humbly covering his eyes, the priest nods slightly.
Speaks with Gods is ready to conduct the ritual, O Starborn. The heart of the forest is calling out to me, so let this priest serve his gods not in word, but in deed.
Okay. Some sort of psychic stuff going on there.
It is done. His good-for-nothing Psyker has finally proved himself useful.
Winterscale looks around the settlement with a bored expression.
I intend to have a good night's sleep and enjoy the local delicacies. One good thing about Quetza Temer is that the fruit here is sweeter than Calixian honey and more tender than the meat of a young grox. You should get some rest as well, Cyrene. And remember, it is better to go hunting when you are full of vigor, but slightly hungry. The hunger adds acuity. Makes the kill more intoxicating, you know. Let me know when you're ready to depart. Or if you decide to share some stories, then come to the bonfire. It's not often that two rogue traders can indulge in confidences away from prying ears.
Winterscale sardonically clicks his tongue and nonchalantly salutes you in farewell. Alright. Well, we'll be able to get our rest finally. But we'll do that in the next episode. This one's gone on long enough. I hope you've enjoyed it. In the next one, we will indeed sit down and maybe have a chat with Winterscale off the record. Might be interesting. But we will, of course, keep Irliet's mission in mind. I think, if it comes down to it, if I have to choose between saving Irliet's followers and helping Winterscale, I'm going to save... Or Irliet's followers, Irliet's people. I'm going to save Irliet's people, even if that means putting Winterscale down. He seems a bit like a rabid dog. Besides, if we can clear out the expanse of one of the other rogue traders, sure, that'll put me 1v1 against Incendia Corda. But I reckon I've got decent chances. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. Heritor out.